Morning. This is the weather forecast video for Saturday, April the 2nd, 2011. Let's take a look at the satellite image from last evening. You can see some cloudiness to the west over the Pacific Northwest into California, with some cloudiness streaming into the plains, and a few clouds over the south and over the mid-Atlantic states into New England. Here's the watch warning map. You can see some wind advisories over the southeast, the Carolinas, winter storm watches over the out near the Canadian border, and over the Colorado Rockies. Nothing much else. Here is the severe weather outlook for Sunday through Monday morning. You see a slight risk mainly for the southeastern counties of the state, further to the east and south where some violent weather could be happening. But this QPF chart, this is for the next 5 days through Wednesday evening, shows that the state of Iowa may get hardly any rain. Almost nothing in the western two-thirds, and only maybe a tenth to a quarter of an inch over the east. So let's take a look at it. This is the 0Z GFS model run. This is at 1 p.m. today. You can see a northwesterly flow aloft with a bit of a ridge just to the west, a trough over the Pacific Northwest and over the northeast. Down below at the surface, we'll be in between storm systems. One well off to the east that brought a few rain showers yesterday, and one that's over Montana, bringing the snow to that area. By Sunday, that storm is now over us with some rain, possibly some thunderstorms with severe weather. We'll have to look to see if that pans out. By Monday, that storm has now moved off. Colder air has moved in behind it, so the main activity will occur between Sunday afternoon and into early Monday morning. By Monday afternoon, most of the rain should be out. Here's Tuesday. You can see that storm is well off to the northeast. We'll have cooler conditions, but already some southerly winds will be returning by later in the day Tuesday into Wednesday. You can see here southwesterly flow aloft. Disturbance north of the state may bring a few clouds, but precipitation will likely stay in Minnesota and Wisconsin. We move ahead to Thursday. Here's another storm system moving in. This will bring some rain possibly over the state with a low pressure system not very well developed south of the state in Missouri. We move ahead to Friday. You can see that storm system is off to the east, but a new one is off to the west in the Intermountain states, with some moisture moving into the Dakotas and Nebraska. That'll be affecting us next weekend. Here's Saturday. A week from today, you can see a low pressure developing east of Denver. Southerly winds ahead of it. That could mean some showers and thunderstorms from Minnesota, Wisconsin down to Texas. We move ahead to Voodoo Country, but not very far into Voodoo. This is actually the next day, a week from tomorrow. This is Sunday, April the 10th. You can see Vortmax just entering the state. Down below, there's the low pressure now over northern Iowa. Line of thunderstorms from there south into Texas. Some heavy rain north and east of the low. Possibly some heavy snow over the Dakotas. We move ahead to Saturday the 16th. You can see here comes another Vortmax in Kansas over that area. Down at the surface, you can see a low pressure over southern Iowa with thunderstorms extending to the south and heavy rain up in Minnesota into northern Iowa, and that is exactly where they don't need it, with the river flooding going on there, possible snow over the Dakotas. And at the end of the forecast period, a few days after that, on Sunday the 17th of April, that trough has now moved over to the Great Lakes. A ridge is developing, or somewhat of a ridge over the west. Down below, that low pressure now over the northern part of lower Michigan. Colder air will filter in, so that rain could be mixing in with maybe a bit of sleet or a rain-snow mix possible by that time if it pans out. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one tomorrow.